Good day, everyone. We are here at Arellano University Plaridel campus. Meet Mr. Riley Go, a guy who are taking Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. Mr. Riley, what's the secret to becoming a handsome guy like you?
It's my genes. It's natural.
That's definitely correct. That's natural.
Genetics. I was born here in Philippines, but my dad is half no 1/4 Chinese because his dad, which is my grandfather in father's side, is pure Chinese, and that 1/4 Chinese what it, that 1/4 Chinese is becomes my half blood. So I am half Chinese and half Filipino because my mother is pure Filipino.
Wow, that's very nice to know. Nice to meet you, Mr. Chino. What's the significance of the Chinese culture for you?
For me, the significance, I didn't grow up in China, so I haven't know or uh, I'm not aware or familiar regarding to the culture of Chinese. So mostly I know the Philippine cultures because my my mom and dad lived here and they raised me here in Philippines.
Ayun, that's very interesting answer, Mr. Riley. That's why your surname is Go because you are part of Chinese community, Filipino Chinese community, right?
Yes, but I'm not pure. I'm just half, 1/4.
Ayun, that's very nice. So you know how to speak Mandarin like ni hao ma,
Yes,
da jia hao,
half, half only.
half only, sige. Kindly introduce yourself in Mandarin.
I can do that. I'm not yet mastering Chinese language. I'm currently practicing French language.
French language, okay. So to our question, why did you choose education as your field of study?
For me, I choose this education as my field of study. It's because my grandparents taught me to become a future educator.
Ayun, that's very nice answer, Mr. Riley Go. What do you think the difference between education and training?
For me, the difference between them is education for education education is very important uh, to uh, to have knowledge, and training is just it's like enhancing your skills. Yep.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer, no? What inspired you to become a future teacher?
My like I said, my grandparents and uh, my family because they taught me how to ano ba they taught me how to be a good person in the future, and they give me uh, good manners and right conduct, and I've learned to become independent and stand on my own way with the help of them as well.
That's definitely and precise answer, Mr. Riley Go. So what is the most important lesson you have learned in your training so far?
For me, is becoming to the most important thing I've learned in my training as a future educator is to stand on my own without the help of others. In short, to be an independent person.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Iligo. So how can you stand on your own, as you have mentioned a while ago?
I can stand on my own by learning on my mistakes and taking them as a lesson.
I mean, that's definitely correct answer, no? So why do you think the significance of learning a mistakes for us as a human being?
For me, as a human and uh, as a human being that has lots of mistakes in the past, I take those lessons to be a better person of what I am now.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer. So to become a better person, you have to stand on your own and learn from your mistakes, right?
Yes. Because if you don't learn from your mistakes, you wouldn't be a better person. I believe in myself. You wouldn't be a better person if you don't take those mistakes. If you don't take those mistakes a good opportunity to make yourself a better person. And I believe by having these kind of mistakes is you can you can give advices to other people that will surely help us. Help them and help yourself.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer. How do you think teachers can impact students' lives beyond the classroom?
Mm, beyond the class. For me, as a future educator and a student as well, teachers help us students to not just boost our confidence, but to be a good a good role, good, uh, good, good leader in the future.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer, no? That's why teachers are very important because they can impact student lives beyond the classroom, right?
Yes.
Ayun. So what qualities do you think make a great educator?
For me, a great educator is becoming the role model of your student
Kindly elaborate your answer.
by teaching them to be good students, have teaching them the basic human decency, like respect for elders.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer, no? So, second year ka, right?
Yes.
So, second year, what skills have you started developing in your training?
For me, skills that I already started developing is my vocabulary skills and my public speaking skills. Because earlier at my uh, at my elementary days, I was very shy to interact with others. But now, I learned that I learned that if you became a teacher, you should have a confidence because I believe if you have confidence, it will you will not just help yourself, but you will also help other people to grow and to give them the knowledge they need.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer, no? So, I saw your performances, no? So, you are very talented, Mr. Riley Go. Because you know how to sing very well, to dance very well, to speak very well. So, what do you think is the most important? Talent or skills? And then why?
For me, having both is most important because if you don't have a talent, you wouldn't have a skills. I think because talent and skills have similarities.
Yes, they have similarity, but is it possible that a slow learner can develop a skill even he or she is not talented? And kindly elaborate your answer.
Yes, because as a future teacher, we have the responsibility to guide slow learners. Uh, and for me, slow learners are normal because we have different perspectives in life. We don't learn the same way and understand the same way.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley. Go. So, what does this College of Education party mean to you?
For me, this helps us boost our engagement with others as well as our confidence.
That's definitely inspiring comment, Mr. Riley Go. So, how does this event help build camaraderie among education students?
For me, it's enhancing our feeling of friendship and mutual trust among other people.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer, no? So, what's your favorite part of today's celebration?
For me, my favorite part, even though it's not starting yet, is I am learning something new and gaining new knowledge that might help me not here but in the future.
Yun, that's definitely correct answer. So, what's your favorite philosophy in life that can definitely motivate you to pursue your dreams to become a good teacher someday?
For me, I have my own motto in life because I love to have originality in everything that I do. So that motto is, as the time we go, we always grow. This means that as we grow, we learn something new, not just learn something, but this knowledge is helping us uh, to be a better person and to just enjoy ourselves in what we are doing. Yeah.
That's definitely correct answer, no? How about the other philosophies in life?
Uh,
What
I don't have any other philosophies because I am not familiar with those.
with those?
Yeah.
The roots of educations are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Do you familiar with that quotation?
No.
Quotes of Aristotle.
Nope. I'm not.
But do you understand that quotation? The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet.
Mm,
What's your implication about that quotation?
can you repeat that?
The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet by Aristotle.
I think for me, this means that education is uh, something we really need because it's not just important. This helps us to be a this helps us to be a strong, independent that can uh, that can boost their critical thinking skills, communicating skills, and other personalities they wanna improve.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer. That's why education is very important because because it prepares us in real life situation, right?
Yes, education is a powerful weapon for me.
And why is it a powerful weapon, Mr. Riley Go?
Nowadays, education is really needed, especially when you are applying in some uh, work. They are uh, checking if you have knowledge in doing something that is relevant to the position you want. Of course, uh, they will know na they will know that you can do it because you have knowledge to do it. But if you don't have knowledge because you don't have education or proper education, they can't accept you because that's the reality we are facing in modern generation.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. So, if teaching were a party team, what would it be and why?
For me, learn fast could be about sharing knowledge, skills, and experience with other individuals.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. How do you balance academic responsibilities and enjoying events like this?
My dad taught me how to manage my time very well, so I know how to do a time management. That that time management helped me a lot, not just in studies, but as also in other agendas.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. So what's your perspective about this quotation? Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. What's your perspective about this quotation by Aristotle?
For me, this quote means by just being you and by just being you, uh, this helps you yourself uh, to gain knowledge and to help yourself help yourself help yourself to be a good person, to a good role model to other people that may help them uh, to something improve something they need to improve themselves, because I believe that if we people have different perspectives in life, meaning we are not the same hobbies, same likes, same dislikes, or whatever.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. So, if you were to describe your journey in education using one word, what would it be?
For me, uh tough, because uh I will just relate this to my life experience, that just being a future educator, because I have experienced different problems that I overcome by just by without the needs of others, by myself, in short. And I've learned that mistakes, uh, I would be a better person if I take that mistakes as a lesson.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. So, who is your role model in teaching and why?
For me, myself, because I believe that I can be a great model for my future students, and that can help them to be a better person in their future dreams.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. So, if you could teach any subject without limits, what would it be?
For me, of course, is my favorite subject, which is English. Because without English, we wouldn't be able to enhance our vocabulary, vocabulary skills, and verbal skills, as well as our communication skills towards other people.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. So, since you're English major, so do you think that studying English could make us a better person, and then why?
For me, yes, this can help us to be a better person, because I believe that if we study English, we are able to communicate with other people in other countries, which is those people who are above us, like the other nationalities, like for example Chinese. The only thing they knew how to speak is, other than Mandarin, is English. So if we don't know how to use or construct a English sentence or grammar, we wouldn't be able to communicate with them.
Ayun, that's very precise answer, Mr. Riley Go. So, what kind of teacher do you want to become in the future?
For me, a teacher that helps students to be just themselves and help them to boost their confidence, and as well as support them.
Ayun, that's definitely correct answer. So, complete this sentence. A true teacher is someone who blank.
A teacher is someone who will guide us and help us to be a better person and what we will be in the future. Is a teacher that uh, that has that has that uh, is a teacher that want something good for them for their students and help them to reach their goals in the future.
So after completing your degree, Mr. Riley Go, what's your plan about your future when you complete your college degree?
For me, when I complete my college degree and became a uh, official teacher, is to go back to my elementary school and then teach my future students there because I uh, I simply want to go back to where I belong before when I was studying.
But do you have plan to go abroad and teach there? Like you go to Canada to teach there? Do you have plan like that?
Yes, when I have stable financial. If I uh, get, I mean, if I have stable financial, I would because I believe that it can help my family and me as well.
That's definitely correct answer, Mr. Riley Go. Kindly wave to this video. Wave. And shout out. Shout out.
Shout out kay CK, sunod ka na.
See, thank you, Mr. Riley Go. Peace ba? Ayos.